Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you very much for being here today. This is in continuation to the previous video where I set up the Hobonichi Techo. I am drinking some coffee and I purchased this thermos mug from my trip back home, and I wanted to draw that in my journal pages. But before I do that, that will be coming on a little bit later on. I wanted to set up a couple of pages in the beginning to start off the new year. At this point when I'm recording, I think it's past the midway point of January, and I just really wanted to get started. I was still in Canada at the beginning of January, and when I got home I had all this work waiting for me, and yeah, so a lot of my pages were blank in the beginning, and I kind of wanted to jumpstart by coloring some of the pages in with some watercolor and adding some splashes of color here and there. This really cute character is by Courtney Diaz, and she has these beautiful printables on her Patreon, and so I decided to cut that one out and have it in the beginning of the month of January. So I added some yellow in the background. I really like yellow and pink together. I think it's a very sunny and happy type of colorway. So because the Nook Dweller is in the pink color, I decided to add a splash of yellow in the back. And like I said, I was in Canada at the beginning of the year, so I decided to journal about my trip to Canada in a separate journal. I might add some photos here and there in the Hobonichi, but I think I want to do it like a total separate, maybe work in my traveler's notebook, or probably work in my travel journal. So I haven't decided that part yet, but I didn't print out any photos from my trip back to Toronto, and I didn't know what else to do, so I just wrote a title in Canada for the holidays. I'm just using a regular pen. It's not waterproof, so just please keep that in mind if you choose to write any headings or anything. If you have a fine liner, uni pen, or Sakura Micron, I'll be using that a little bit later on for my doodles, but if you want to add watercolor to that a little bit later on, it will definitely bleed if it's not water resistant. And in my case, I decided not to use watercolor, so I took my Emot mechanical pencils that have color lead in them, and decided to add some squiggly colors and color them in. I really like this set. I created a printable several months ago for the stationery selection box, but I really like sorry, my daughter's here with her puzzles and she's kind of distracting me, but I made a printable for the box, and I really like that sketchy look where you can see the various lines in the back. So coming up in the future will be a flip through of the completed Hobonichi from last year. I've already filmed that video. I need to edit it and get that up. I also have several shorter journal sessions in my Techo, and I struggle because I like the chatty versions of the Journal With Me sessions that are, 20 minutes long or whatnot. I really enjoy them. I enjoy watching them as well. But at the same time, I really want to be able to sit down, even if it's just for 10 minutes, turn the camera on and just journal with you. And I told myself in the video that it will be coming up later that I want to do it every day, but it already hasn't happened. So even if I just post those small videos here and there, Hopefully we can just journal together, even if it's just for a short 10 minutes or so. I think would be nice to kind of sit down and work in our journals, or even if you just want to add some washi tape to some pages, or you want to do something crafty together just for a little while. I think that would be really, really nice. Like I said, I do want to do more of those, so there might be days where I don't really chat and I might just turn the camera on, but I hope I can do some of that in the future. So like I said, I will be doodling. I'm using the Sakura Micron in the F. I really like this tip very, very much, and I'm going to be drawing the thermal mug that I purchased. I think it was Walmart. My husband and I purchased these mugs because we don't have, we have mugs here, but they're not insulated, and because we are working from home a lot more, we kind of want something to keep our drinks nice and warm. I know I've seen people have the warmers. I think it keeps it's like a small little, not stove, but like a heater, I guess, for your mug. And I think that's such a fun concept, or interesting concept, but for the time being, I think we're just going to stick with the thermal mugs to keep our drinks warm. And so I got the white one, and my husband purchased the silver one, and so we just have these matching mugs, and it's been a really nice treat, especially during the cooler months. I think it would be nice to have something warm. I use the mugs. Prior to this, I would use the insulated mug from Starbucks, which I was gifted. I think it's Starbucks Canada. I was gifted several years ago, so I've been using that. But I want something with like a handle. I've been wanting one for so long, and so we decided to get from Walmart. And yeah, the image or the doodle looks quite wonky, but I thought it would be fun to draw across the 2 pages. And I think more and more this year I might use several double page spreads just for like a single, I'm not going to be really stuck on keeping with the dates, like the exact dates, and I'm going to be doing more of these like double page spreads, hopefully in the future. And I did just the flip through earlier. I filmed it earlier, and I saw so many lovely doodles that I did last year, especially in the beginning of last year, and it's really inspired me to get back into that again. And just, it doesn't have to be these perfect images, but the drawings really do help me, and it brings me comfort, and it helps me slow down a little bit and just kind of take the pen and just go for it. Don't have to worry about sketching it out by pencil first. This is just my journal, and I'm not going to be submitting my artwork to any art galleries or anything. It's just for me, and this is giving me much comfort, and it's allowing me to slow down and enjoy the process. So I'm going to hopefully do more of that. I think I seem to start strong in the new year. Just like last year's Hobonichi, I did a lot of doodles and drawings in the beginning of the year. But I'm just going to go with it and continue with this momentum. Near the bottom of the page, I wrote just a heading, filming videos, I think I wrote down, or filming today. Yes, and I did a couple of videos that day. And so, yes, I think that's it for now. I hope you are doing well. Are you journaling in your Hobonichi? Do you have a different journal? I know there's so many wonderful journals out there, and at this time I still haven't really figured out my journal for my kids, but I might just add to the Hobonichi Mega Weeks and journal to my kids in there, but we'll have to see. Okay, I hope you are well and staying safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.